whenever the season started and we were in game, I would be really ignorant. So every time like I would mess up, and criticize me, I would get mad. I'm like, why is he criticizing me? I would be really ignorant. And one time I walked off on him, and basically like my ignorance showed, and like he called me back, and I was like really mad. I don't know, it was my fault that like I'm this ignorant, and he really taught me later on that you can't be this ignorant. You have to accept other people's like perceptions. You have to accept other views, and he taught me discipline in a tennis match. You can't just like goof around in a tennis match. You have to be locked in. You need to know what you're doing. You need to like recognize that it's not just a game. That you're doing this for a reason, and you're doing this to strengthen your mindset. Tennis really helps you focus on one thing, and you could use that skill to focus on like other things outside of like the sport. And that really showed in me because his skill set that he taught me about like discipline, respect, it all gave me like social skills that I have. It really like put a filter on me when I'm around people. It helped me interact with people in certain ways that I couldn't before because I was really ignorant. Like I'm like, oh, this is this and this is this. Like this is right, this is right. It's not like that. And I really want to thank Coach Francisco for being there. And we had hard times. Like we would argue, but in all honesty, he was a really genuine person. He was the most real person, one of the most real people I've ever met. Unlike there's some people out there that lie to your face. He actually told the truth, and I respect that. And I hope to meet him again whenever I come back and visit. And yeah, that's what I was saying.
Dr. Dad. Dr. Dad.
Oh, my bad.
Dr.
So, it was my first year playing tennis, and he was really nice to me, and even before I even started, he would like give me advice, and I didn't even try out for the team yet, and he would let me use the courts, and he would talk to me, and I thought it was really nice. And, well, I had a lot of problems. I had a lot of mental problems. I went into therapy. I was diagnosed and stuff like that. And he still believed in me when I didn't really believe in myself. When I felt like I had no purpose in life, that I couldn't do anything. And he still put me in. He still played me, even though I felt like I was going to play bad, and that I couldn't serve, and that I couldn't do this. And he really tried with me, and I really love him for that. And I thank him every day.
I'm ready to break you down. First, I don't know. There's a lot of things to say about this. When it came to intensity, he was part of second coach I mentioned, coach the Rosario first, and then it was him next. He was a really motivational person to me, like the things that he would do and the things that he would teach us and stuff. It wasn't just for the game, it was just for life lessons and what I took in as well. Even when I think he's just a strong person, like he's just such a strong person, because even though he had all these appointments and stuff for his house, he would still show up on time somehow. And it's just, he always kept things on his word, like I'll show up on this time, and he really will. So that was the best things about him. Another thing, he would stay after school with us. He would teach me how to serve, because I wasn't really good at serving, and then I think he was just really, really patient. I don't know how he had so much patience within himself, but he was just really patient, because he knew eventually I was going to get my serve down, and I did. So very thankful for a lot of things that he did, and to impact the team as well. I think he impacted his team very positively, and not just in life, just as a sport as well. It's just everything. If you know that life lessons will carry on, and we'll pass it down to other people. very much.
Yeah.
Coach Francisco.
I haven't gotten much time to know Coach Francisco, but in the year that I've known him, he's been a really influential person to me. And I think he's taught a lot of us many great things and made us all better tennis players and great people. And I just really can't tell how grateful I am for him and being touched by him this year.
I don't really know Coach very well, but I can just say that every time we practice, it's very long dialogue. I feel like I would get closer to his practice, he would get closer to ours. And that's how you know that he's a very great coach. And throughout the year, you know I have my moments in tennis. So I do very terrible, and then I do very good. I think it was me and Zapata versus Ryan and Alex. I was doing real well. When we were switching sides, he would come up to me and he'd say, "Good job, Remy." He called me Remy. Like I said, he's very influential. And he's a very honorable man. If he would ever maybe pass away, we would all never ever forget him. Ever. Thanks, Coach. Forever and ever.
I don't want to make it long, so I'm going to try not to. I knew Coach for 3 years. I started with him freshman year, and then unfortunately that got cut short, so I didn't get to know him maybe as long as some of the seniors here. But growing my game with Coach Francisco was by far one of the best experiences I've ever had. He helped me when I got into there. I thought I was good. I wasn't, obviously, by how I play. He taught me a lot that I didn't know. And even when I was impatient with him, he was patient with me, and he would help me along the way of my journey. And then with him always staying after school, he always helped me, not only on the court, but off the court, as everyone said before me. I can't say enough about what he did for me as a person. He's helped me become who I am today and make me a better person from what he's taught me. And so I want to thank him for all of that. Even though I was on varsity, he would always check up on me. He always stuck by me. And then if there was a home game and he could watch, he would always watch us. And even most recently, he would always try and come out to our games. When the JV season wasn't on, he would try and come out to the varsity games. I remember one of the games at individuals, he was there. And he always told me what a good job I did, even if I didn't think I did a good job, or if I got my ass kicked 0-6 or anything. He was always there for me, and he always motivated, I think, all of us. And he always tried to keep us going forward. And I think that's really important in life, not just in tennis. And so I want to thank him for that. I want to thank him for all the times that I remember he would invite me to go play, all the times that he would stay after, all the times that he said he couldn't stay, but he would stay anyways. And he always just had a smile on his face, and he tried to always help everyone around him. And so I want to thank him for that.
Talk to him, right? Okay. Coach Frankie, I didn't get him as a coach, unfortunately. I never really got to bond with him on the court. But off the court, I definitely had a lot of moments where I got to talk to him like heart to heart, and they really were super influential for me. It just meant a lot to me to feel respected by someone that I had so much respect for. It's something that you don't get to have often. So it was really nice to feel that. And like a lot of them said, like he definitely was a father figure for a lot of us. It just felt really nice to finally genuinely have someone feel proud of you, like so just fully. I don't get that. I really don't. So getting that from Coach Frankie really did mean a lot to me. But yeah, I'm really thankful to have met him. Like everyone else said, he does have a lot of wisdom, and being able to get that shared with me has been a really huge blessing. So I'm really grateful to have met him. So thank you, Coach Frankie.
Can I say just one more thing, just close it out? Just one more thing. Okay.
Well, Coach Francisco, I think these kids think you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's not what's happening, right? That's not what's happening. He just couldn't make it today. That's it. It's nothing that like he's going anywhere. So anyway, Coach, I know you're not. I'll going to see you next season, but you know. I want to take credit for everything you've done because I clearly am the one that hired him, right? I saw the potential. I saw the potential in you, Coach. I saw it. So, you know, I don't have to tell you made my life so much easier. You know, I don't have to worry about the JVs. I just shove them off on you, let you handle them, let you get them a little more mature, and then they can send them off to me. So, I don't have to tell you, you're my idol. I mean, I love having someone that's actually older than me on campus, so that's a great thing. But I don't have to tell you, you know, how I feel about you. You know, I trust you 100%. It's great having you by my side. We have the same mottos, and we have the same ideas of how we should raise these young men to have integrity before the sport and academics before the sport. We were always on the same page, and I mean, this is not the end for us. So. I just want to let you know I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next season.
Someone can close it out, and I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking for everybody in this room. Okay? Coach, it almost feels wrong to call him coach because he was so much more than that. He was a mentor. He was a life. He gave you life advice. He did something for everybody here. And he touched all of your hearts. I can just from the way everybody was speaking in this room, you could just tell. You know, he was just this great man. And you know, us seniors, we're out of here. Like, you know, it sucks. You know, it sucks that I'm not going to be able to continue being coached or working with, you know. Well, one of the greatest men I've known. Like, seriously, it's sad, but it's also makes me so happy that I've gotten the chance to, you know, connect with him, talk with him, and I've learned so much from him. And what I learned, I'm going to continue to use throughout my entire life. And just a million thanks to Coach Francisco. You know, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
So, my dad, you know, was really disappointed that he wasn't able to be here in person. My dad has deep, deep feelings. He's very serious, so when he says something, he means what he says. But he also has a funny side, and he has a great sense of humor, and I've been so fortunate not just to have him as my dad, but as a life coach. And I'm an only child, so I was all he ever had, other than all the other kids that he would coach and the kids that he would teach. And a lot of those kids that needed that father figure came home to my house for meals and for discussions and conversations, because he wanted to be more than a coach. He wanted to be that person for each and every one he worked with. And so you've touched my heart today, sharing how you feel about my dad with me. And like Coach said, he's not going anywhere. He's strong, he's tough, but you know what? He's compromised right now. He's going through a lot, and he physically wasn't able to be here, but boy, did he want to be. And so when I told him, hey Dad, can I go in your place? Can I at least just meet these amazing kids and get to know them just for for a minute. And he goes, well, if it's okay with Coach. And I said, all right, ask him. So I got this phone call welcoming me here, and you guys, again, opened your arms to me as well. So thank you so much for that. And I'm going to go ahead and close with some words from my dad. These are his words that my mom took a red pen to and corrected, because my mom's a former teacher, and was emailed to me, and I printed it out, so literally this is it. So here we go. The reason I am standing here instead of Coach Francisco is that he is at home fighting. Through his first chemo treatment for the cancer lymphoma diagnosis he received recently. He is very weak and has a compromised immune system and has been advised to stay home and avoid crowds. Nothing would make him happier than to be here with you today. He asked me to read the following comments addressed to all players today, JV in particular. I want to thank each and every player who participated this year. It was my pleasure to work with each one of you. I am extremely proud of what you accomplished both on and off the courts, the way you all handled yourselves on a very professional level when competing. Your integrity and behavior spoke volumes to all who watched you play. Our record was 11-3. What I'm most proud of is the fact that you came back and defeated 2 of the 3 teams that had previously won our first matches with them, Downey and Whitney. My hope is that you all continue to play the game of tennis, whether here at Warren or in a different place and time. My future at this point is not clear, but it is my intention to fight this disease and with the Lord's help, be able to return to the courts soon. Can I hear an amen to that?
Amen.
I'm receiving great care through the City of Hope, and I will keep Coach Del Rosario aware of my progress. Thank you for allowing me to be your coach and for your tremendous effort throughout the year. I am proud of all of you, Coach Francisco.